Hello there, my bony beauties. I was trying to find something in this damn Necronomicon that would help me reverse the technomagic I used on Mecha Bro. But it's like trying to figure out the kanji side of an instruction manual. It's all just a bunch of gibberish written by a dyslexic madman. Oh sure, it tells you how to summon the magic and put it to use, but not how to reverse the thing. I am really starting to feel I screwed the pooch with this whole let's build a robot idea. Also might not have been my brightest idea to install Professor Macabro's heart on the damn thing. But oh well, Huesira. While I figure out what to do, might as well share with you a movie review to keep myself from worrying about dealing with a possibly killer robot out to destroy everything. From 1966 and starring William Shatner, we have Incubus. I gotta start by saying, my goodness, was Shatner one good-looking mother lover? I'd let him land his shuttle on my bay any day of the week. I tell you what. For the longest time, this was actually a lost film, since no known copies of it could be found. Seeing the behind-the-scenes material, it was a monumental task to find a copy of Incubus so it could be properly restored. But a copy was indeed found in an art house theatre in France that would play it for artsy-fartsy snobs. With a lot of convincing, the copy was allowed to leave France and be brought home to the USA for restoration. And even that was a bitch of a task, because the whole film was spoken in what I believe is a made-up language called Esperanto, and since this was a French copy, it had French subtitles. But with a lot of work, they restored the film, translated the French subtitles, and covered them up with English subtitles. And this whole project was funded by the Sci-Fi Channel. Now ain't that something? So, what is this thing actually about? I can hear you all asking. Well, let me give you the 411. The movie starts with a sexy succubus tempting a man to the ocean with the promise of some sexy play, but once the dumb-ass dude has lowered his guard, the incubus kills him to have his evil soul taken to hell. Now, this isn't quite what an succubus is. Since a succubus is a demon that has sex with a human male to drain his soul. But since the act of sex couldn't be shown in older movies, I guess just being tempted and killed was the compromise they had to go with. But this succubus is bored with how easy it is to tempt evil men and wants a challenge, so she decides, despite her sister's warning, to try to tempt a good man. Enter Shatner into the mix, who plays a recovering hero soldier living with his sister. So the sexy succubus goes after Shatner, and they do hit it off. And since this is an older movie, of course they fall madly in love the same day they meet. The succubus tries seducing Shatner into some loving, but he is a good boy that doesn't put out on the first date. What a prune! But I guess that was a good call after all, because if him, being a good man, would have done the nasty out of marriage with a demon, I guess that would have sent him to hell. Remember, this is an older movie where premarital sex was still frowned upon. Thank goodness we've moved beyond that shit. But it seems for this kind of demon, falling in love is an offense, since they sister summons an incubus to beat up on Shatner as revenge for being good. But honestly, it's the hot succubus' own fault for being cocky and not listening to her sister. If she would have just listened and not gone after a good man, she would not have opened her heart to love and started this whole evil revenge scheme. But I guess then, we wouldn't have a movie plot, so oh well. So the trio of demons lure Shatner's sister into a trap, and I must say this sister, well, let's just say she's a few sandwiches short of a picnic. And the whole thing climaxes in a church and an epic battle of good versus evil. I won't spoil the ending and say which side actually wins in this battle, but it does have what would be Shatner's patented fighting style he would refine in the OG Star Trek series. Hell, even Black Phillip from The Vivitch makes an appearance to lay the smackdown on a bitch. This movie is actually great, I must admit. The Esperanto thing didn't bother me, because I already watch a lot of foreign cinema. And this being in black and white gives it a creepy, atmospheric look. Plus, they do have some very nice shots to show. Is it the long-lost masterpiece it claims to be? Hell no, but it's entertaining, and Shatner really does give a charismatic performance in my opinion. So I would recommend you all give it a chance and watch this thing, because remember, it almost was a film that, like so many others, was lost to the ether. Well, my bony beauties, I would really be curious to know if you have seen this, and what you thought of it in the comment section below. As for me, this damn book just ain't giving me no answers on how to stop Macabre. In fact, anything I try to use from this would probably make things worse at this point, so better leave well enough alone. I sure wish I knew where Professor Macabre keeps his armory though. I could use some of his weapons.
Researching.